What is up, guys? Duncanson here, bringing you another Halo custom map review. And today we're taking a look at a Halo 4 map, which is actually a remake of a Halo Reach map by Gametype. And this is the map Ramifications Remake with the game type Push Regret Off a Cliff. And this is actually a remake remade by me. I made this really early on back in Halo 4's life cycle. And it's essentially as close to exact recreation of Ramifications as I could get. Obviously, if I could have, I probably would have put this on the Forge Island canvas, but obviously that wasn't out at the time, so impact was the best thing we could do. Right here you can see I'm about to, oh no, I don't fall off. We pushed one person off and I almost fell off there. There's the kill wall trap, just like originally, goes down on those two rails. Unfortunately, due to some Halo 4 physics changes, the kill ball trap does not always work, as you can see right there. Sometimes it decides to leave the toilet bowl, sometimes it doesn't. Sometimes it gets stuck. I believe it has to do with the physics and also that the fact that there's a little bit of change in geometry on the toilet bowl. As you can see, those braced large pieces I use, they're not actually all smooth one between each other. You can see that actually they all divot in, and that has to do with actually how the forge piece itself was made, not a forge issue that I could create or fix there. Now, for some reason, Fluffy decided to try and hijack me. And I used one of the old strategies that Gametype said in his map review for Implosion, where if someone tries to hijack you, you drive right towards the edge of a cliff, floor the Warthog off it, and time it to where you can jump out and survive. And obviously, just like the original, there are still the holograms. This round, you're actually going to see me use a trick that I don't think I ever showed in my original review of Ramifications, when I remade it in MCC, or when I showed the actual map in Halo Reach. I know for a fact I talk about the trap in and the Halo Reach review of this because I actually was watching it the day before this, before I recorded this, just to see what I talked about in there, not to repeat everything. Now, one thing I noticed was Gametype's original review of this map actually got taken down off YouTube. It's no longer on his channel for some reason, which is kind of sad because that video actually had some fun memories back then. But these reviews, I guess, are the next best thing. Right here, you can see there are these 4 traffic cones. Now, inside these traffic cones, in a minute, you'll see actually what's about to happen. If you remember from my review of Ramifications, I mentioned that there's a teleporter on the map. Now, let's just happen to say, in the middle of these cones, you can see there's Fluffy and Batman. Here comes Alpha. Alpha's going to try and cut through here to get both of them. For some reason, those two also turn. They all went through the teleporter between the cones and all have fallen through the map. Fluffy and Batman both fell through and actually went down the center like they're supposed to. Alpha got lucky because of the fact that 2 others went through the teleporter with him. He got pushed to the far edge. Actually, I believe the teleporter spawned him outside of the box that's on top to where he actually was able to land. You cannot really survive that as a single person, which is it's impressive if you're a single person and survive it. There are things you can kind of do it if you kind of get launched into the teleporter because of how teleporter physics work in the Halo games, like how in Halo Reach and Halo 4 you can go airborne through a teleporter and it'll actually kind of send you out flying a little bit. Stuff like that is what will allow you to survive it, but you will not survive the teleporter normally by yourself. So that was an awesome trick. Batman on Discord, he actually messaged me the one night in our Discord for Saber Studios. He said that he's gonna get me back for it. So I'm waiting to see what he's gonna do. So Batman, if you're watching this video, which I bet you are, bring it on. I want to see what you have planned for me. Odds are that means he has some map that he knows the advantage on, like I had with this. But yeah, it's a very fun map, guys. This actually is on my file share. It's played with the Push Regret Off a Cliff game type. Now, you could actually use Gametype's actually, let me say something real quickly. So, Gametype made his own remake style of this in Halo 4. It's called Anarchy, which will be, the review for that will be up tomorrow. It's not an actual, like remake of this. It's more of a similar style version of Ramifications, but bigger. Few things changed, like the kill box, which you'll see the kill box in a few minutes, I believe, during this review. But you could use the game type he made for his version called Shove Regret Off a Cliff. It actually adds a little bit more time to it, which for some reason this game type is playing with the same time limit we used, or that he used for his original map of this. I basically took all the same game type settings and everything, But for some reason, this map, it felt like the rounds were too short. I don't know if that's just because of Halo 4, if that's because people weren't trying. Right there, I get sent over the grav lift, which was my mistake. I land on the railing and then flip. And I could have survived that if my Warthog didn't flip. I hit the grav lift, I go tumbling across the map, past the kill ball that almost could have killed me. Right here is the death room. Now with the death room, if, say for example, Alpha and Batman are the last two people on the map and they both fall off at the same time, no one has the hill then. You can jump out of the death box, get the hill, and get the point. That's essentially a little feature he added just so... Well, essentially, I should say I added to the remake, but that's actually in the original. So it's a feature that Regret added to the original, just so you could end the round, and if someone else could get the point, for example, if everyone else fell off the map, because then there's no fun. That's the problem with Crash Up Derby, was the fact that if everyone all dies at the same time, you're sitting out there 2 minutes of we're just going to sit here and throw grenades across the map at each other. But yeah, guys, I definitely recommend you give this a map... So I'm sorry. I definitely recommend you guys give this a map download. I'm not just trying to say that because I remade this and it's on my file share, but if you played Ramifications in Halo Reach, you will have a fun time with this in Halo 4. It's just as fun. Obviously, a little bit of physics are changed, so the Warthogs actually take more damage when they ram into each other, but still cool. One thing, just like the original kill box, you can actually, if you had several people ganging up on one person, you can still kill somebody in the original box. So yeah, all the tricks from the original map are here. You know, the same garbage chute, that same little annoying-ass corner that's right behind me where people love to camp on it for some stupid reason. There's Alpha hiding up on that bend, which I'm actually going to go destroy him right now. You know, he starts backing up, and that's what his undoing was, the fact that he decided to back up. And once I hit him, I have all the momentum on my Warthog, not his. But yeah, guys, I definitely recommend you give this a download. It is on my file share, guys. Remember, if you enjoyed the video, leave a like, comment, and subscribe so I know you did enjoy. And I will see you guys all in the next one. I'm also let the rest of this round play out for you guys. But other than that, I'm going to get out of here. See ya. Peace.
He lagged out.
No, it's called he disconnected.
1 minute left.
Bye, mate. What? The hell? You didn't make this map.
Come on, kill him. How is Cryptic still alive? Where are you?
30 seconds left.
Batman, where are you? I'm dead.
Been dead for a while.
Because I was going to knock Gunka down and I accidentally fell off out of the map.
Round over.